let's start with love, right? I mean, love, right? So to learn the Greek alphabet, you got to learn the letters, right? That's the alphabet. But to learn the letters by themselves without words attached to them, that's just kind of sad and kind of a waste of time. And I think you're going to enjoy it much more if you learn each letter with a word, at least one word attached to it. So get your pencil and let's start with love, okay? And the word for love in Greek also happens to start with the first letter of the alphabet, alpha. So one of the questions I've gotten many times over the first 5 years now that I've been teaching Greek online is how to say, I love you. And when I tell people how to say I love you, they get confused because they say, but I thought the word for love was agapi. Well, the noun, love, the feeling, the thing we want, that is a noun, agapi. That's the word I have written right here. This word is spelled alpha, gamma, alpha, pi, eta. If you're a beginner, just focus on the first letter of this word. Agapi, love, agapi. Now, I'm sitting on the deck in my parents' home. It's May 31st, but I'm wearing a turtleneck because it's cold outside, but it's so beautiful. I don't know if you can hear the birds chirping, but I hope you can because it's gorgeous. So, in case anyone is commenting, I need to be able to see the comments. Let me see if I can. Oh, I know where to go. Just a minute. This is the first time I'm going live to multiple places at the same time. I'm talking live on YouTube, Instagram, 2 Instagram accounts, Facebook, and I think there was somewhere else that was going live, but I can't remember. Anyway, let's start with love. So, agapi. If you want to see what this looks like in capital letters, uppercase letters, A, Ra, P. You'll notice that there is no tonos, or what we call the accent, here in the uppercase version. And that's because in Greek, in words that are written in all uppercase letters, there's no tonos, no accent. Now, the accent doesn't change the pronunciation of a vowel. It changes where we put the stress in the word. So, when you see a word in uppercase, it's kind of difficult to tell, well, not kind of. You don't know where to put the stress if you don't know the word. So, lowercase letter words show us where to put the stress. Agapi. An uppercase words in all uppercase letters, well, you either have to know the word, or you got to have good intuition, or you got to come to my Greek classes. Okay, so now let's look at the verb to love. The verb is a, ra, oops, that didn't look very good. Agapo, or agapao. Yeah. 2 versions. I'm sorry, but this is how Greek is. There are just major categories of words where there are 2 versions that are the same. So you can pick which one you like and use it. I'll tell you what, I grew up with agapo, but after living in Greece for almost 20 years, I almost always say agapao. People say both. So this literally means I love. I love. This also means I love. Now, that being said, in Greek, we don't use this verb the way we use it in English. Exactly. In English, we say, I love chocolate cake, or I love Pizza Hut. I don't know, whatever when you use it in the context of food, or I love going to the sea with my family. It's not that you can't use the verb agapao in Greek for these type of things, but it's more used for describing human emotion in terms of actually loving someone. So, hope you have your pencil, the most useful thing, other than your designated notebook. This is the most useful thing. In your language learning, well, this too. Okay, so let's take the top version, agapo. I'm going to make this a little smaller so that I can put the word you there, okay? The word for you, if it's a singular you, is se. And in Greek, we put the you before the I love. In English, we say I love you. In Greek, we say you I love. So se agapo. But, there's always that but, right? In Greek, we say sagapo. Because we allied it. We just bring the se over to the agapo, and we don't say se agapo, we say sagapo. It's not wrong to say se agapo, se agapo, se agapo, but sagapo just flows, and that's what you'll hear 99% of the time. Okay. Now, what about the other version? Sagapao. Remember, we have two versions of the word I love, agapo and agapao. So it's the same thing. Sagapo becomes sagapao. Not becomes. I didn't say that correctly. Another version of sagapo is sagapao. Same meaning. Now, what if you're talking to more than one person? You're talking to a couple, you're talking to a family, or you're talking to someone you don't know well. I don't know if you're going to say I love you to someone that you don't know very well, but the plural or the formal for you is sas. Sas. This letter is called sigma. And this letter is sigma. Yeah, so this letter is unique in the alphabet in that if you write it, if it's at the beginning of the word or in the middle of a word, you have this version. And if it's at the end of the word, you have this version for lowercase letters. So, you've just visited a family. You've just visited a couple. You visited a group of people and you want to tell them, I love you. And you want to talk to the whole group. You say, sas agapao. Or, se agapao. Agapao. Or, sas agapo. Sas agapo. Many times, though, when we're visiting people, a group of people, or we're speaking in the formal, we're with someone else. And in that case, how do you say love? In English, you should say, I love you, we love you. Love doesn't change, right? Love is love. Well, love is love. But if you want to say this in the plural, you say agapame. Agapame. Agapame means we love. So, we love you. How do you say it? Can you guess? Sas agapame. I'm making that a little too big. Sas agapame. So, having lived in Greece for many years and traveled as a family and visited people as a family and did many things as a family and visited people we loved, this expression was probably the one that we used the most. Of course, I use the expression I love you in the singular, agapo, sagapo, sagapao. But because I was frequently with my family and we were frequently visiting people, either a family or a couple, we would very frequently say, sasagapame, we love you. Or, as I was explaining before, the literal translation is, you we love. We love you. Okay, so let's review from the beginning. The noun love, the feeling, love, agapi. It's a feminine word. And in Greek, we use articles with nouns, even when they're a concept, and in English we would just say love abounds. In Greek you would say agapi, which literally translates to the love, but in Greek you say the love to mean love. So, you want to know how to say the word love as a noun? This is it. The verb love, to love, I love, is agapo, or, what's the other one? Do you remember? Agapo or agapao. And if you want to say, I love you, if you're speaking to one person, you can say sagapo. I know if you're new to the Greek alphabet, this might surprise you that that's an S sound, but that is a lowercase sigma. That's how we write the sound S, if it's at the beginning or the middle of a word. And I know that was too many details mixed in with this, but just let's get back to the point, which was how to say I love you, sagapo, or sas agapo, or sagapao, or sas agapao. Does that make sense? Do you remember what I explained before? And finally, if you want to say we love you, and you're speaking to more than one person, sas agapame. And if you're using this video to learn letters in the Greek alphabet, you've got sigma. That might surprise you. You've got gamma. And you've got me. This one tends to confuse people, or it's harder to learn. Doesn't look as easily learnable, maybe some other letters. Like this letter, P, which is the equivalent of when you were in math class and you learned the letter pi. Well, in Greek it's P. So remember, P, not pi. Okay, I hope that you've enjoyed this lesson about love and that you now know that the noun is agapi. I know this last letter looks like an N, right? But it's not. It's the letter ita. Oh, there we go. Which looks like an N with a tail at the bottom, sort of. And if you want the verb, it's agapo. Okay, I'm writing quickly now because my hands are getting cold because I'm outside. Agapo or agapao. And if you want to write it in the plural, it's agapame. Hope you enjoyed that lesson. Hope you've got your pencil. It's important. It connects. What you write connects to your brain. Love you.